Alright, so this is the first thing I'm recording in, as you can tell, my new office. We're still moving shit, we're still getting situated. I'm still not used to the webcam being right there now instead of like there-ish where it used to be, but still have to make videos, and I want to get this one out about this replay here before I lose it to an update or some shit, because this game has been on my mind for 5 days now since we played it. Anyway, welcome to At a Glance, a series where we go over a game I had recently, talk about what went right, talk about what went wrong, use it as a learning experience, use it to make fun of me for being bad at the game. But this one in particular was very special and near and dear to my heart, because first of all, I was only in a duo with our Moira, fucking cornbread, CB Doodles. Fucking sick artist, sick fucking person. If you're not following CB, then you're making a fucking mistake. Second of all, I posted about this game on Twitter right after it happened, because I ended the game with 16,000 damage. I may have frenzied a little bit, and let's just get right into the fucking game. So our comp is Weaver and Moira for support. I'm still not 100% on Weaver, but because we have the Weaver, I know I can play a little more aggressively, because I know the Weaver's going to have the pull, and the Moira heals are just Moira heals, so they're insane. The Ashe means that we're not going to have insta potential, but we will be able to zone people out unless they have insta potential on their end for range, like Widow or Hanzo, and Sombra's just Sombra. So immediately start with a charge in, because, you know, I want to get there fast. I want to go Hall because I'm playing Rein and we have a Moira, so we want very claustrophobic close range. I see it's a Reaper, so I back out. I see it's JQ. What I'm going to do is just hold this door and make it rough for them to try and get out of the door. The Reaper goes down, but I'm not going to push this just yet because they have a pretty claustrophobic comp too. They're playing JQ, they're playing the BAP, etc., etc. The JQ pulls me in, the Weaver pulls me out, which is a good balance. I try going around to see if I can make something happen, and I don't exactly make anything happen, but I do make the bat back off a bit. Moira comes in to help me with the heals. I go for, you know, a little bit of damage with Fire Strike, and I'm just sort of forcing them to give up this hallway to play point. I go for the charge, get the JQ, but don't really do anything with it. I've got Shatter now, so now I'm just going to look for a Shatter, because that Shatter can win fight. They got point. I'm not worried about that. So, okay, let me slow it down, because this shit went fucking 0 to 1,000 really quick. So, when they cap point, I let them cap point, because it's better for us to look for a pick and win the fight off that, than to try and take the point, and then have them collapse on us. We want them to play on the point so that we can collapse onto them, rather than vice versa. So, I see this Brig over here is low. So, I'm going to try and get her down. I double Fire Strike. Get her down. Immediately destroy this lamp, and I see the Shatter opportunity here. The Genji and the BAP, which are both huge targets. So I land the Shatter. Go for the charge. I get the BAP. Genji gets hacked, and he's down. I see the Reaper. I'm not worried about the Reaper, because I've got my team with me, so I'm comfortable taking that duel. And then JQ just goes down. So now that we have it, I'm going to push up to these doors. I'm going to poke with Fire Strike, but I'm not going to go that far into them, because we don't have a reason to. Brig goes alone here, so she gets erased for that. So we have the pick, but I'm not trying to go too aggressively in here, because they do have the JQ, they have the Reaper. They can pretty easily punish me if I overextend. They pop wall window, so I back the fuck off. They do land the purple on me from the Junker ult. I get pulled back in, which is nice. Go for the Shatter, try to save the fight. I do manage to get the JQ, and I did manage to kill Reaper with that charge, which I don't fucking know how. But we take those. So, now that I'm out of the fight, they're just going to kind of collapse in on it, which is fine, because here's the thing. Alright, I'm going to give this quick little tangent. Because we gave up point, the only person that died there, unless I missed something, was me. So the other 4 people of the team are leaving, which is fine. Because the options are either we wait for me to die, and then another 10 seconds for someone else to die, and have to wait 20 seconds for a regroup, or everyone gets out, and the only person we're waiting on is my 10-second cooldown. And because I'm the only one we're waiting on, we get this regroup way faster, and now we're right back to the action. We're right back to fighting. So I'm going to take this hall, because I want them to play this claustrophobic area. And I'm just going to play this gate here until someone makes a mistake, or until Sombra pops EMP, in which I'm going to just go in, do my thing, get Brig out of the way. Just as soon as I saw that EMP go off, that was the fight. If you see a Sombra EMP, and she can land a good number of them with that hack, then that is a free fight. You take that, and that's exactly what I did. So I'm not going to push too far in. I only see the JQ, so I do push in a little, but not too much. And I'm trying to just figure out where she's going. I try to get the boop on her, it doesn't work, but I do cancel the charge so I don't go off. She's a bit overextended, so I'm trying to punish her as much as I can. Nothing happening there. I try for it again, nothing much. I cancel the charge before I'm in the door to get the hack on JQ, so I'm trying to find that. I'm down on armor, so I back off a bit. Weaver pulls me back, which is great. Shatter to try to punish them for coming in. I do take a lot more damage than I would want to because the window's up. I try for something with this charge. And honestly, now that I've seen it again, it's not a bad charge. Because take a look at this, okay? So, you know, they got the platform. I hear the rally, so I see the ring for Briggs' ult. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to, you know, punish her. In my mind, I thought I could kill her, but I did forget about the armor, so that is on me. But because of this boop, what happens is I get the Brig, so she's out of the fight for about a second. I'm fine with that. Reaper gets booped here, and he blossoms, either in a panic or that was his plan. So this blossom only got me, and that's fine. Because now we run into the same situation of, you know, they're using resources and we're not really losing people. So it's easier for 4 of them to wait on one of us. Never mind, CB just died. It's easier for them to come... Yeah. It's easier for us to wait on 2 kills rather than, you know, the whole team, which the whole team is dying. So now my point doesn't matter. So they're pushing aggressively. I'm going to punish them because past that choke is our space. JQ is alone, so I do get a little more aggressive, but I do respect their space in the end. I do back off. I'm kind of just looking for more shatter charge. She pops her ult. So, she pops her ult. Alright. So again, she pushes up. I try to punch her, etc., etc. So what happens here is that I see the Reaper. I back off. She gets the pull on me. Not bad. I see she's popping her ult here. And the way Junker Queen's ult works is she lunges immediately forward and purples everyone she hits. So I see that she's ulting. What I do is I immediately turn around as soon as she pops it, and I go for the charge because there's really nowhere she can go. And because she did it so into our team, it is the same for me. That is impossible to see anything. For me, that is the same as a bad charge. If you see a Ryan charge into your team, you punish that. If you see JQ ult into your team, you punish that. Unfortunately, her team is able to, you know, save her, so that's unfortunate, but we did almost get her. So yeah, she does get out in the end, which is unfortunate. But I do have Shatter. I see how many there are. I go for it. They do pop the lamp, which saves JQ in the end, but Reaper goes down because we got the lamp. And I'm just kind of frenzying at this point. Like, I'm just looking for damage. Get some good damage on JQ. At this point, we've got the numbers advantage, so I'm more comfortable taking really risky plays like that charge. So we win the fight off that, we cap point. And now I'm going to move up and prevent anyone from coming to point. And that's first round. I forget how much damage I ended first round with. But it was, I think... First round, I ended with just barely breaking 10k. I think first round, I broke the 10k mark. So second round, I've not watched back yet. but I do remember second round being way more frenzied than the first. Like, the first one was kind of, it was sloppy in areas, but this one was full-on ballistic. Because as you can see, the enemy went Rein, and they've got Brig and Bap heals versus my Rein with Weaver and Moira heals. Moira heals are probably going to out-heal the Bap and, you know, be more consistent than, you know, shot, shot, shot. So I go for the charge to immediately, you know, get my early fire strikes, get in there early. Throw my fire strike, hit the Rein, I hit the Rein. I see that they have a Rein, and I want this duel so bad. He's so low. I am not able to finish him because he has all his heals. They have a Tracer. I point that out, but I don't go for her because that's not my job. I don't go after Tracers as Rein. What I'm doing here in the Rein duel, I do try to go for the... I will admit, bad move on my part. I tried to go for the boop. It wasn't happening. There was no way that happens. So, what I want you to notice is, as I'm taking this Rein duel, whenever the Rein shows up on my end, what I'm doing is I'm playing around the health that I have. Once I run out of armor, you see me back up and wait for my armor to come back, and then I go for these aggressive plays. Because if you saw the Rein 10-minute guide, then you know what I'm talking about. When you have armor, play it. And when you don't have armor, you don't. So Weaver saves my ass here. I think he just saved me. I don't have armor, I'm playing it safe. I counter his charge. I forget what my logic there was for the charge. I had no armor. I'm waiting for heals, but I'm also trying to pressure him. I have my heals, have my armor, so I put more pressure into him. And playing it slow turns out in my favor. And now I'm just kind of trying to be a, you know, meaty presence on point. Tracer wastes her pulse, which is fine by me. Brig goes down. And we're just kind of frenzying to get this Bap. He gets hacked. Yeah, I just forget about him. I put up my shield because he pops a window at the weirdest time. And I don't want to challenge that when I'm low health because he will kill me. I try for this flank because I don't think anyone's expecting it. We do manage to separate the Rein and the Bap. And I get punished for it. I will admit, I tried to shatter. Don't try to shatter on when you're about to die like that, because it will not be as cool as you think it is. So that's on me. The Rein caught me out on a bad flank. That's entirely on me doing a bad flank. I don't have an excuse. I just did a bad flank. So I'm trying to poke for, you know, anything so I can get my fire strike back. Tracer no recall, which is massive. I try anticipating that Rein's moves, and he does not go for what I thought he would. This Rein's without heals, so I'm just gonna punish him. I try to push him into the team. Would have worked if he didn't also charge. I would have pushed him directly into us. He tries going after my team, so I try the same thing of pushing him into us. It doesn't work. EMP goes off, so I'm just gonna go ballistic. I'm just gonna go ham. That EMP is a free win if you press W. I'm not even kidding. Next time you play a game, and you have a Sombra, and she EMPs, just push W. So yeah, we get, you know, the Ash, we get everyone, we just recap point. And now I'm going to immediately push up here and try to pressure them. So here's the Brig. I see that they're going Hall, so I'm getting ready to make that rotate. They're not going Hall, so, you know, I don't rotate. I see the Brig is low, and I want her. Got the Shatter, so I'm looking for Rein to, you know, give me a chance, like that. And that's just fight. Bap pops Lamp, Bap gets out of Lamp. Yeah, that's just fight right there. Off of Bob and Shatter. Which, not bad, all things considered. So now I'm just holding at their spawn, because I know Weaver's nearby to help. I'm just kind of picking at whoever makes the mistake of coming out early. Their Tracer dies. I don't know what she was doing. So I get purpled, so I'm immediately trying to get out. Weaver saves my life there. They're in a row, so I'm just fire striking. We have the coal. I recognize the coal, so I'm pushing on this coal with my life. I have the coal, therefore I have insane amounts of healing right now. And I'm going to fight on it. The coal's over, so now I'm back to playing off my armor health. Get the Ana, and now that I have the healing advantage, Rein goes down. So now, I'm going to do something very fucking stupid. I'm going to hold their spawn because there's only 5% left. And they are spawning. So I'm going to hold here and hope that no one can touch. I get a 2-man shatter. I I pinned the Rein. Nobody here at spawn is able to do anything. But because I held them at spawn at the very end for so long, they just couldn't cap. That's our fucking game right there. And yeah, that's 16,000 damage on Rein in one game. And yeah, hopefully, you know, if you're trying to learn Rein, you learn something from that. Like, you recognize the resources you have per fight. And yeah, peace.